be reminded. Okay, so I just want to introduce you to Karen Osman. Basically, every month we like you to walk away just with a little bit of information about social media to help you guys, and something that you can implement into your own pages as well as you're growing. This is Karen Osman. She's a best-selling author. Looking at her, what kind of books do you think she writes? Anyone? Children's books?
Kids books, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Psychological thrillers. There's something going on in that head of hers, for sure. She's currently done 2 books. To prove them, they're here. So if anyone reads them tonight, welcome to do that, take them away. And a 3rd book is coming out next year. And she's also founder of Traveling, which is a content writing company within the travel and tourism industry. So she's here to give us some advice on content writing. So a lot of us obviously are creating our own video content. We're listening to podcasts. We're watching and listening a lot. So has content writing taken a bit of a backseat, or is it still as relevant?
Yeah, well, I think it's really, really relevant, completely. And I think, you know, there's so many reasons for that. So I think, first of all, believe it or not, there's actually a percentage of people who still prefer to read over any other format, whether that's watching a video or listening to an audio book. And you would think it was the older generation, right, who would be sort of more into, you know, still reading the books and the web content, but it's actually not. It's the 18 to 29-year-olds who are actually preferring to read the news over watching and listening to it. And that was a US study that was done last year that proved that.
And what kind of written content is more popular these days, generally?
Well, it really depends on the type of business and what you're trying to do, but you know, I think things like case studies are really, really popular. So if you're, you know, in business, case studies are a really great way for people to sort of find out the value of what you're offering to them. Blogs are still #1. So for any bloggers out there, you'll be relieved to know that's still like a really big part of written content. So you should continue blogging. And I think just coming back earlier about, it's not just about blogs, it's not just about video, it's important to have like a mix of all types of content. So that's video, that's the written words such as blogs, that's you know, photos, so still imagery, because that mix of content makes sure that, you know, it's something that appeals to everyone. It's not just you know, focusing on one person. It's also good for SEO, and it's also good for your search rankings as well. So that mix of important, it's not just about one, you know, not just about the written word, not just about video, it's about having a mix.
The thing is, social media can be a bit of a headache because you've got websites, blogs, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I mean, it never stops. So when it comes to writing, how would you, or what tips would you give as a writer to not only attract an audience, but sustain an audience?
Yeah, well, I think it's all about value. So I think, you know, gone are the days where you can just quickly whip something off. It's all about, you know, what is the reader actually going to take away from this? And these days it has to be helpful, it has to be educational, or, you know, there has to be some benefit in there for the reader.
Okay, so
that's probably the first thing I would say.
And anything else?
Yeah, I think you know, you can produce all the content in the world, but if you're not producing what people are looking for, then that's something really important. So make sure you understand what keywords people are looking for, what trends are people looking for. And of course, Google Trends is a really good tool. It's free, that you can find out what people are searching for online. So then you can actually, you know, use those to respond to what people are looking for. Okay. I think the other thing to bear in mind with written content is the format. So we don't want, you know, big chunks of dense text that's very difficult to read. Attention spans are getting much shorter now than ever before. So think about sort of your subheadings and your headings. These are the most important parts because they're really grabbing the reader in. Also think about different formats such as question and answers, for example, or short paragraphs interspersed with images. Just something to break up the text and make it very digestible. And that's what you should be thinking. How can I make this as easy as possible for that reader to consume?
Okay. Now, we've all got different writing abilities. I'm still writing a book, it's taking me 4 years. Okay, so I'm not like Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Also, there's people out there who are really good at just writing, you know, online reviews, which an author probably couldn't do, just very witty and smart. So there's all kinds of styles, but when it specifically comes to social media, I find personally that a lot of people are really using it as like a mini journal. They put out a lot of their thoughts, their goals, their dreams, you know, and everything. They're really letting themselves out there. So as an author, do you think that social media has been a good way of encouraging people to write more and getting their writing out there, which they wouldn't have before?
Yeah, definitely. I think from a sort of a book publishing perspective, the fact that you can now self-publish and use all the online tools available, and that goes for businesses as well. So now a lot of businesses are producing ebooks. Yeah. And this is a really good tool, like in terms of online content, because people can download that, they can, you know, become interested in your brand or whatever it is that you're selling. And ebooks also act as a gateway for you to collect data. So, you know, if you've got an online e-commerce business, that data is absolutely